After 3 decades of devastating loss and illness to the Florida Keys, the 30th anniversary of AIDS Help is not something that Executive Director Scott Pridgen takes lightly. Today we're going to talk about the history, the present, and the future of this amazing organization. Scott, thank you so much for being on the show, and I can't believe that you're getting ready to celebrate 30 years.
30 years, yes. February 20th, 1986, 7 people got together on a back porch and formed AIDS Help at a time in the community that the AIDS epidemic was a pandemic for the community of Key West. So on the 19th of this year, we are marking 30 years, and of course it will be at Harry Truman's little White House. I'm sure Harry and Bess will be pleased that we're now going to use their back porch. So 30 years later, we've gone from a very small back porch to a very large back porch. I always want to describe our mission as very simple and very easy. That's happened over the past 30 years. We've built really 4 pillars that the agency is founded on. Of course, in the early days of the epidemic, it was all about treatment. It was, and some of the surprising history when I look back at some of past board meetings on the early days on that back porch 30 years ago, at that time in our history of AIDS, people were dying all over the country, and they were being given a death sentence, and they were being told, go somewhere where you want to die. And a lot of people were coming to Key West. And so not only was the community dealing with the crisis on its own level, but now we had an influx of people who were coming to Paradise to spend their last years and die. As the years have changed, the disease has also changed. And so those 4 pillars that I talk about of treatment, prevention, housing, and research are not only part of the foundation 30 years ago, but they are still part of the foundation today. I always tell people that AIDS Help is in the business of going out of business. That is, we are in the business of going out of business, because I really want to see a cure, a vaccine, to where we can actually close the door on HIV/AIDS. On February 19th, from 6 to 8, on Harry and Bess Truman's back porch, we've invited the entire town, basically, the entire town, to come learn about not only where we've been and reflect on those we've lost, also to remember where we need to go, what we need to do, and also to renew our spirit within the community so that we can take a look forward on actually addressing the fact that we can in our lifetime close the doors on the disease.
Well, it will be an amazing evening celebrating such an amazing organization. And of course, for more information, go to aidshelp.cc. Thank you, Scott.
Thank you, Jenna, as always.